What's up, guys? Welcome to our first conditioning Saturday. I don't really have a cool name for this workout, but I'm going to give you some of my conditioning tips and tricks that I do in order to make my hands and the other parts of my body incredibly strong, specifically for fighting. We all know how to do strength training and how to make our muscles bigger. We also need to condition our bones so we don't get hurt or damaged while we're fighting. Okay, I hope you enjoy, guys. Alright, first we have some shoulder conditioning. We're just going to be going for straight punches to begin with. You can mix in some hooks and some uppercuts, but the main idea here is that you want to tire your arms out as much as possible. Your shoulders are the main muscles that you're using to punch. They actually make your arms fly out in front of you. So there's two different styles here. The first style I did was just a little bit of warming up, nothing too strenuous. Now I'm going to be doing it slow, and then I'll count for about 7 seconds, go a bit faster. Okay, trying to keep it straight punches. It's fine to stay on the spot, but I do like to move around. I do like to shadow box at the same time, visualize somebody in front of me, pretend that I'm actually fighting, get off some actual combinations, and mix in the explosive movements. Even switch to southpaw if you want the other leg forward. Don't worry too much about your form or technique. We're just trying to burn the shoulders out for now. Aim up and down, to the head, to the body. Different techniques. Go for 30 seconds to a minute per round or per exercise. Okay, knuckle conditioning. Start from your knees if you've never done this before. You don't need to do so many of these as long as you are pushing your knuckles into the ground, and that is all of your knuckles. Don't use the first two knuckles only. When we're fighting in karate, it is a bare knuckle martial art, okay? We wear gloves during training. That's just to look after our hands during training. If you do need to use your karate skills outside, then you won't be wearing gloves, so your hands must be conditioned. Once a week, twice a week, maybe if you're me. Okay, now we move to the concrete. This is for the men, or if you're very advanced. You can jump a little bit, that's if you're crazy though, and yes, I am crazy. I love conditioning my hands, but you also must take care of them after this exercise. If you want to soak them in ice or cold water, feel free to. Okay. Finger push-ups. We need to condition the muscles in our hands as well as the bone. Finger push-ups are excellent for that, especially when we're clinching. If you're clinching bare hand, you do want your fingers and your hand muscles to be strong. Shin conditioning now. You can do this while you're watching TV. I was on my phone while I was doing it. All you need is a stick. Gently bash your leg. I say bash, but it's more like a tap. Okay, you can roll along it, but very, very gently. It doesn't need to be hard at all. You only want the smallest amount of microfractures. The best way to condition your shins is actually on a punch bag, but I assume most of you don't have access to one, so I won't be using one in this video. How many seconds is that? 35. Okay, next exercise for your shins. Please wear leg pads before you do this. We've been doing this for a long time, so we're used to it. We know how much pressure to put on each kick. All we're doing is lifting our leg to block. Very, very gently, just tapping your partner's legs. It conditions your own legs and your partner's legs. Very good. Only once a week. Again, all of these exercises, guys, it's mainly once a week. If you do want to fight more often, thinking about amateur or professional fighting, then twice a week. Otherwise, keep it to once a week. Alright, now we have forearm conditioning. This is what you can do yourself. Just bash your own forearms together. You know how much pain you can take. Make sure you use the sides of your forearms, the top side and the bottom side, as well as the blades of it. Here's another forearm exercise you can do with a partner. It's sotoke, or outside inside block in karate. Just smack each other's forearms. It's not very difficult. Then I like to condition the back as well. It's useful to have conditioned forearms, not for blocking, but for clinching. If you can drive that blade into your partner's neck, it's excellent to provide a bit more pain and you get a bit more leverage when you're training. Okay, neck training. The first one is a clinch. Communicate with your partner so you know how much pressure is on your neck. Try and move your neck mainly rather than your whole body. It is a little difficult because we're not used to this, but we need to condition our neck so we can take punches. Okay, here's an advanced exercise. Please do not try this if you haven't done it at home before. If you have done this, then you already know what to do. It's a front neck bridge. Okay, and a one you can do at home. It's just sit-ups, but you're using your neck. Don't let your head touch the floor. About 10 to 15 reps will do. Okay, now it's time to get revenge on your student, parents, brothers and sisters, etc. I'm only kidding. Smack the belly as many times as you need to. Make sure you are communicating with your partner so they know how much pressure to apply for each strike. If that's too easy, you can go for knees. I like knees personally. They're very sharp and they condition my belly a lot more. Do as many as you see fit. There is no real count on this. I like to go for time rather than for reps. Okay, but it really is up to you. Okay, now it's conditioning the chest. If you really don't like your partner or you want to make it really advanced, then you can take the glove off, but we're not doing that because it really hurts, especially when you have conditioned knuckles. There's no harm in keeping the glove on. Okay, the next and final exercise is sit-ups. Every time you go down, your partner is going to punch. Okay, again, make sure it's on target, guys, not too high and definitely not too low. Alrighty, and that's the last exercise. At the very end of the video, I've left a card where it tells you all of the conditioning exercises that we went through. And if you need any help, you have any questions at all, please let me know. I'll see you in the next one.